All right, today, April 2nd, took one trade. I'm just going to stick with my rules, one win, and I'm walking away. Like, I'm out of here. I'm not going to waste my time sitting around here all day. But I took one trade here at overnight POC. There were some good setups before and after this as well. But I was thinking about, okay, what if I start targeting key levels that are right next to where I'm entering? So, for example, this one I would have targeted overnight value area low, but I'm glad I didn't, and just sticking with my one-to-one kind of philosophy, if that's even a thing. Especially after watching this video by Amos PFD. I really, really liked. I've made a quick little TikTok or whatever about it. I really like this quote here that he talked about, which is stay small enough, long enough, you'll be big enough soon enough, right? The whole point is to just get as much experience as possible, get your winning trades, and then from there build on top of that, right? Instead of just going for monster trades. I'll show you like a quick example of what that could look like. But this is all I need. I've had so many red days in a row recently that I'm just like, I needed this screen day, to be honest. It was really, really relieving, to be honest with you guys. But basically, the reason why I went in for something like this is we have big buyers at overnight POC, right? If we were in a bullish trend, we would just continue buying further after this retrace. But no, we failed to create higher highs. We dropped down very aggressively, and we do have a bounce here. Pretty good resistance against such a strong move like this. But knowing that it's not a strong move back up, there's not the buying power really isn't there for us to continue making higher highs, right? Or changing the direction of the chart. And so I kind of expected this to melt down, which it did. I think I'll talk about my kind of reflections after that I wrote down. But it broke down, and I'm looking for a retest here. Or if it touches here, I want it to continue breaking down further and retesting here, and I go for a short. That's what I would fucking know. That's what I'd like to look for. Let me just show you, right? Like something like that, right? But it didn't, and so I put a limit order here at overnight POC. Did a few ticks before just so I could get a fill, and quick 24.1 to 1 trade. It was pretty quick, and that was basically the trade. Now the things that I missed out on today was this candle right here at 938. When I saw that it basically closed at or past overnight POC, I could put a quick little scalp here for a 1-to-1, and it would have hit, right? Obviously, it says it didn't like that, right? It would have been a quick 1-to-1 trade. Very close, though, to be honest with you. Closer than I'd like. But those are like quick little scalp I could keep like grabbing from the market. If I want to take more trades down the line, who knows? Like let's say, for example, if I want to take one more setup because it looks super good, then I take that. For example, we didn't even get to touch this touch overnight value area low. If that's the case, it means that buyers are buying this up even before we get there. So there's a lot of buying power, right? And because of that, what I would like to do is, or what I would like to see is this breakthrough overnight POC and then retrace and then go for that long, right? Like this, and like that. Now, in hindsight, did it retrace all the way back to overnight POC? No, it didn't, right? And that's fine. But that makes me feel like, okay, for big, strong breakouts like this, just big, strong moves like this, I should just take market orders and just at least put myself into this trade, right? For example, it'll look something like this. It closed above overnight POC. I would put my stop right behind overnight POC around 19 points and go for a 1-to-1, which it would have hit, right? And what this makes me excited about is if I'm on the right side, I'm not always going to be on the right side of the market, but when I am, and down the line, when I'm on the side of the market, what I could do potentially is, yes, take my 1-to-1s, and by then hopefully I'm trading more than just one micro, but take my 1-to-1, but then once it hits TP number one, I'll just continue trailing my stop to TP number one, and let's say it retraces back and it pushes higher. There's a fair value gap right here. I know some people hate ICT stuff. I don't care. Do whatever you want. Do whatever serves you best, right? I don't really care. And then I would trail my stop to this part below fair value gap, and we push higher. We do a retrace back into this fair value gap right here. Taps it, but I'd put that below this, maybe this below this retrace right here, because if this was truly a bearish market trend change, then it would break through the structure, right? but it didn't, and it pushed it up even higher. There's a fair value gap. I'd put it right there, and it continues to push higher, 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 and it hit previous week value area low. And that's a crazy, crazy monster trade. Like I'll just show you how big of a trade that would have been. I think it's like, shoot, I don't even know, like 200 points or something stupid. Yeah, 250 points, right? Now, obviously, this is not going to be day in, day out, but like on the days that I could catch something like this, like my gosh, it's just ridiculous. Like this trailing stuff gets me really excited. But that's basically it. I didn't want to, take many trades, to be honest, in between these levels. It wouldn't really make much sense unless I was already in a trade at overnight POC. But I'm not really at the stage to do trailing stuff because of the whole like consistency thing. That'll basically be, I'll be doing that basically when I pass the eval and I create the buffer, and then from there I'll start doing trailing or whatever. But yeah, that's basically it. Nothing too crazy. One win and I'm out. All right, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.